Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-August 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. I almost said April. Oof. Okay, well, I'm wondering how you are doing. So we had this unexpectedly, at least for me, very intense full moon in Aquarius. And, you know, a lot of you experienced this in the 11th house. Which isn't supposed to be. I mean, that's Aquarius's house. And Aquarius is a detached sign, so where's all this emotion coming from? Well, full moons, you know, in general, can bring out the emotions, I suppose, so. Oh, well. And as you might see, if you're somebody who follows me regularly, I don't tend to use the Rider-Waite deck these days, and I brought it out, and I'm happy that I did. Okay. And yes, I am getting a new tripod, so so I don't have to like twist into a pretzel to like hold up this card. So the heart of the matter is Knight of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy, very practical, but you know, very much into the work mode. And this reading is supposed to be a mid-month update as the month progresses, and I will be doing another one of these for the for the end of August, and that is more for that period of time. But there, you know, the sun will go into Virgo on the 22nd, and that is, excuse me, for you, the 6th house of work and, you know, practical matters. So that you probably always feel, Aries, that at the end of August you go into that mode. Although as a Sagittarian fellow fire sign, I feel the same way, simply because I associate end of August or beginning of September with the beginning of school when I was a kid, and it's like going from that time of endless playing to, you know, back into the schedule and stuff like that. So it's perfect that back to school corresponds with Virgo. So Knight of Pentacles can be that type of workaday world vibe. And also for you, you may have like a very earthy kind of a goal in this area where you want to make X amount of money, and you're, you know, maybe this is even like working 2 jobs, but there's like a diligence to this work. Also, this, like I said, this could deal with somebody who's a Taurus or Earth. The other Earth signs are Virgo and Capricorn. And because we have the Lovers in the past position, maybe this is somebody that you have gotten together with. And I will say that it's, you know, just going along with what I think about Aries people, this isn't going to be true maybe with 100% of you, but I do think that Aries being ruled by Mars, and Mars in part being the sex drive, that there is kind of like that real like randy side of Aries people that can confuse you sometimes with love, or that you are actually attracted to the person as a whole, when actually it's just you're physically attracted to them, you have great sexual chemistry, but not necessarily anything beyond that, because we have here as the higher message the King of Cups. Now this can be like a counselor or some kind of spiritual figure, but in terms of individuals, this can be someone who is a water sign. Like a Cancer is a sign that you tend to go for the water signs, but the other water signs are Scorpio and Pisces. And this person, even if they're not a sun in water, but they have you have an emotional or spiritual connection with this person, and this and also they have a maturity that the Knight doesn't have. The Knight can be chronologically younger than the King, so even younger than you. So like, with the Lover's card, this could be somebody who you're dealing with who's a lot younger than you, and you're dealing with them because of that, that side that is very sexual, that, you see them as this very willing partner. But your heart may be more attached to the King of Cups. Now, whether that's somebody you have met yet or not, I don't know, because this is really a position of the spiritual message, which means that I'm engaging it from a philosophical point of view of what is good for you, what you need, what is more appropriate for you at this time. And so remember that you're the first sign of the zodiac, the first fire sign. So there's a very youthful quality to all Aries people. Even if you're 70 years old and listening to this, watching this, there's going to be this kind of a youthful quality. And on the flip side, if the Aries person is not expressing themselves to the highest degree, there could be immaturity where the person keeps doing the same things over and over again, doesn't learn their lesson. And it's like a child who just wants what they want when they want it. Does that sound familiar? So that could be a dilemma that you're faced with, and when we look at what the heart of the matter, the challenge is the Five of Cups. So this is about grieving the loss of something. So if, for instance, you have had the death of a spouse, and maybe you've just thrown yourself into your work and, had an affair, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't do it. And this is the reason why it's a good thing not to do that, because a distraction like that, when you have an emotional loss, can be can make you feel emptier inside. Now, I don't think so much with the Knight of Pentacles. I think that can be actually a good thing if you experience like some kind of a loss and you throw yourself into your work. I think that's constructive. With the relationship issue, that's where it gets tricky, because you're not just dealing with another person and their emotions, and they get caught up into you, and then they find out that you're just still hung up on a person that you either lost, who passed away, or that you got divorced, and they might feel that they were used, even if you were not trying to be malicious or anything like that. So it's always best, I think, to process your feelings, meaning that you really spend time to contemplate the relationship and the circumstances of the loss, and what you're making it out to be. Like with death, a lot of people don't believe that they're going to ever see that person again. So there's a double whammy of losing the physical presence, but also not thinking that person will ever be that they'll ever be able to talk to that person again. So that's really a tough one, where you have to develop your spiritual understanding. And so the King of Cups might even be that you need a counselor, that you need somebody to guide you, as a spiritual healer, somebody, because you can't. You're trying to work to get over it. You're trying to have an affair to get over it, and it's still not working. So, that could be it as well. If this is a professional matter and you're just really into the work mode, that something connected to like an office romance may have come into the picture, but I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing or not. I'm just going to continue because we'll see what the cards say. What's coming in is the Page of Pentacles, and this can be a message about money, about work. Yeah, so this can even be, I think, with inheritance matters, if the Five of Cups has anything to do with the loss of somebody that you care about, then that might be some message that you receive. You might receive a little sum of money, but you also might go back to school. The Page of Pentacles can be that as well. This can be starting a new relationship with somebody of this element of Earth. Taurus, which I told you the Knight of Pentacles is connected to. Virgo or Capricorn. Capricorn is the one that Aries people tend to, I think, resonate with the most because you're both cardinal signs. So you're like go-getter, ambitious types of people. The outcome is the King of Swords. And this is a more stoic, I think more getting your emotions under control. So with this card, I think that's very helpful. But there's almost like, I wonder if there's a decision that you have to make, because the Lover's card can be a choice. I don't know if it would be between two people or two jobs. Maybe maybe you've been working just very, so much like you're in that groove with the Knight of Pentacles and that work groove, that receiving another job offer is kind of upsetting in a way, because you don't, you know, you already are in this mode of just like in this kind of routine, and now this is almost like this offer that you can't refuse. So let me see. I got to plug in this thing or it's about to go out. I was going to take my chances, but I really don't want to, because I want to pick one more card. This seems like it's begging for a clarification card here. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to cut the deck in half and pick this top card here. Alrighty then, this is more your speed. So we're talking about the Eight of Wands. So things just kind of moving very quickly. So maybe Aries, if this is some sort of decision you have to make with work, it's like it's been held up for some reason, and now everything's starting to kind of like offers are being thrown at you, and it's your job to kind of see what it is that you want, and not just, you know, because you tend to be very impulsive and impatient, and you don't want to just jump at the first thing, but by the same token, you don't want to snooze or you might lose. So keep that in mind if you start to find that all of a sudden it's like feast or famine. You know, you're working and you're happy to have a job, but now you're starting to get other offers. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, now I'm starting to promote this more because it really is a great deal. 2 full-length readings. One is a natal chart interpretation with transits. The other, a full-length tarot reading for a special price. I feel like, you know, that guy on Bill, was it called Billy Mays or whatever his name? But wait, there's more. And you can find out about that. It's called The Whole Enchilada. I have other types of readings. The link is below for that. My website is rainamoonastrology.com, just in case you'd like to type things out and get your fingers moving. But thank you for watching. I'm not going to say, well, you can have a great rest of the month, but I am coming back at the end of the month. So have a great week. Take care. Bye.